With the fun and games now over, it's time for the grueling hard work of rehearsals to finally begin. There's a show to be created in a very short space of time. But will it all go to plan?
Well, I'm Ed Curtis, and I'm the director of Never Forget, and we're here at Duthie Hall at the rehearsal studios, just about to start our first morning of rehearsals. A little bit apprehensive, but excited about the challenge ahead. It's the culmination of a long period of work, a lot of preparation over the last 6 months to a year, really, working on the show. The rehearsal process is about 4 weeks long, and then we go to Cardiff to do a week there before we open. It is quite tight, to be honest, for a brand new show, and I guess if there's anything that's sort of worrying me at this stage, it's whether or not we can get it all done. So we've got to get it right first time and got to nail it, but I'm up for the challenge.
What happened to my script? Did I put it down somewhere?
A tribute band to enter a competition. What do you reckon? Says there's prize money.
Prize money? Could just be what I'm looking for.
Great. Auditions tonight. Should we meet there or should I pick it up?
What, you?
Well, why not? With your talent and my looks.
And our 4 left feet.
Baby, I want you come into my arms. Let me feel the wonder of all of you. Could it be magic? Want you back? Want you back? Want you back for good? Whenever it moves, tell me the song and I'll sing it. If I ever understood. Want you back? Want you back? I want you back for good.
I hate first days because I always get really nervous and worried and is it going to work, all that sort of stuff. Never forget! Just glad to get it over. So, the Low Girls, shh, Witter not, please. Very early stages on 2 big songs. End of Act 1, which is a very big sing, because it is an amalgamation of 4 songs put all together. And my brain has gone completely, and I've forgotten the first song we did in the afternoon.
First day rehearsals, it's going really well. We just had our first sing-through. I was leading Could It Be Magic, which was completely exhausting for day 1. It's a daunting thought when you've got so far to go with the show. Today is starting from scratch. We know nothing. Well, we know something now, we know a song. But it's a very daunting thought to know that you've got to fit all this, tech rehearsals, dress rehearsals, into 4 and a bit weeks before you open in front of 2,000 people, paying customers, baying for blood.
It's massive if it doesn't do well. From a personal level, obviously nobody likes failing. No one likes failure. You've invested however many years of your life in something. You believe in it. I believed in it all the way along. And that's a massive blow if you've been proved wrong. So, I hope we sell enough tickets.
Sounding good?
It'll be fine. It'll be good. Yeah, I'm fine. Don't worry, I'm fine. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, it's just first day itis for me, don't worry.
Okay.
With show production now in full motion, there's the small matter of attracting an audience.
Cardiff came back to us and said the reason that their reservations aren't high is because their key group bookers don't know what the musical is and that actually they're finding it very hard to sell. And consequently, we are losing bookings. I'm quite surprised that only 2 days ago they bring up the fact that, oh, by the way, our key bookers have said they don't know what it is.
But is it a problem now we need to solve? I mean, that's what you're saying, is it's too late
I'm saying that I think there is something we can do to solving it, but we are not going to solve it in terms of generating actual sales out of it.
The feedback they had from some of the operators who organised long trips is that they didn't know what they were selling. Because it's a new show.
The thing which sort of still slightly worries me is I still feel we haven't quite got the tagline right. We know what it is. We know it's kind of Mamma Mia, but we'll take that lyrics. But we haven't, and even on that poster, it doesn't say it. And I just think we need something which basically sells it in a line, And I don't know what the answer is.
I do think we've got some more work to do.
Yeah.
And if that wasn't bad enough, despite their early involvement, Take That threatened to jeopardise proceedings.
Take That clearly aren't that happy with the idea that the musical is going ahead, but there's nothing we can do about it. The money's been spent on developing it, the theatres are ready, the show's going to go on.
We were working on the show for a number of years. Then the situation for Take That changed and they reformed.
Basically, they'd had a huge success with their comeback. And the result was that they didn't want to have anything out there which wasn't part of their sort of, you know, controlled management.
I'm feeling your frustration.
We were either left with abandoning the show and losing all that money and investment and time, or putting it on after they'd been involved. And of course, from a business decision, of course you've got to put on the show. We were left with no choice.
Take That can't out and out attack the show, partly because, you know, the latest draft they've seen they've been fully involved with, so it looks a bit silly for them to do that.
It's complicated, but understand me.
They've been involved with it, and I think they should become involved with it again. I'd love them to be.
They really, really lend themselves to the best traditions of musical theatre. And so, you know, I just hope that when on the first night or another night he'll come and see it and think, actually, it's pretty good.
Have a little patience.
It doesn't worry me what Gary Barlow says, because I know the show's good.
Meanwhile, our cast begins to familiarise themselves with each other.
Not often someone like me gets a record producer turning up to their engagement party.
It's not every day you get engaged, Ash.
No, I suppose not.
I don't think we've met. No, I don't think we have.
Chloe, this is Annie. Annie, Chloe.
I'm playing the role of Chloe in the show, which is Ash's girlfriend. And the show's kind of to do their engagement and their wedding and stuff.
Oh, Jake's sister.
Ash's fiancée. I've done other smaller leads, but nothing as big as this or as new as this. First big role.
And the first big role is about to get harder as the cast get to grips with learning salsa. Let's dance.
And take her round. That's it, that's it, that's it, exactly.
I started dancing about 2.5 hours ago. Thrown into the deep end, you know, a bit of salsa. It's exhausting. I'm not struggling, but it's not natural to me, so, you know, it's quite hard work.
Side, side, back, forward, right hand on top. Now, take her around. Right, okay.
I'm more of an actress that sings and then can move. I mean, I'll get it, it's not a problem.
I mean, Chloe won't mind me saying, but she's not a dancer either. She's a mover, you know, we're both movers, so we're both sort of trying to help each other along.
Oh, you look so sexy. My biggest worry was getting on with Dean, who plays Ash, because he's who I have most of my scenes with. But I get on with him really well, and he's lovely.
We're just having a good time, so at the moment it's fine. Don't worry, we'll get the steps.
It's challenging because everyone else in there are kick-ass dancers and I'm not. You're all right?
Something like that. I can't believe you're getting this.
The choreography I'm really pleased with, actually. Karen's done some great work and some great prep work for this, and so I think she's really all over it.
It only takes a minute, girl. As soon as it hits the chorus, reality kicks in and you go, oh, can I have a pint? And it all goes, the whole scene comes alive. Here we go.
Relief all round, I'm sure, because with Karen teaching, it's as easy as 1, 2, 3.
1, 5, 1, 6, 7, and move. Hold it there. Lovely. Thanks, Jax. I think that's a coffee. 15 minutes, ladies and gentlemen.